Hi, my name is Andreas Abel. I am Systems Integration Manager EPT at HBK. Today I want to talk to you about interfaces in the HBK Power Analyzer. This session will show you some stuff about EtherCAT. I will talk about the requirements, the setup, how to remote control a Genesis mainframe, and how to activate distributed clock. What are the requirements? They are pretty simple. You need to have EtherCAT installed in your mainframe. This is an option carrier card, difficult word, sorry. And it is an EtherCAT board. This needs to be in your mainframe. The software perception, which will automatically recognize that this option is installed. Once you have started perception, please go to Settings. In this section, or let's say in this sheet, you have several actions, General, Input, and so on. And in the Real-Time Data section, we have Publishing. If you activate Publishing, you find a table where all available, your mainframe available interfaces are shown. As we want to talk about EtherCAT today, we are more interested in this left section and in the section here. Let's see what we can find. Yes, the mainframe name and some information about the EtherCAT status. So the bus, in my case, is pre-operational. The port is linked and is up, so the connection to the master is available. Our PDOs are starting at the index 8192. But there is a little bit more. This is just for information. But what else do we have? The EtherCAT configuration. You have the choice between four options. Dynamic, which means with each change you make on your configuration, you have a new setup available. And the EtherCAT master needs to scan the device with each change. Static mapping means we reserve place for a certain amount of PDOs, 50, 100 or 200. So you can allocate the variables inside those PDOs as you want, and the master does not need to do a rescan every now and then. Once you have done your setup, you can have a look to the mapping, to the EtherCAT CEO mapping. And here in this case, you see we do not have assigned all PDOs, just 3 of them. From here, you can save this mapping as ASI file, or you can go back and do it here as last step, save the ASI file as. Yeah, that is the setup for EtherCAT. Way more is not to do. The next thing is EtherCAT remote control. That's similar simple. The only thing you need to do is click on the CEO mapping again. On the EtherCAT control explained button down the mapping table, just to get the PDF which shows all available commands. I have prepared an example which will show you how to activate the preview or pause mode on an easy way. So I will use TwinCAT to show how this works. In TwinCAT, usually you have on the left side all the devices available with all the PDOs which are transferred. Double click to the device and you get this view where you have to activate the COE online, the STO object. If you click on the Genesis high-speed remote control button, you find everything you need. Open index 3000 and double-click to 1001 to open this window where you can enter in hexadecimal or in decimal or in float the command you are going to use. Remember, please, this you can find in PDF. By pressing the OK button, the command will be executed immediately. For other commands where you need to have some more input necessary, for example, commands which are related to a channel, please first enter all the relevant values which are recorder or channel based in this field before you enter the command and execute it. That is remote control. All this is SDO. So now coming to distributed clock. In your EtherCAT master, in my case again TwinCAT, make sure your device is selected as DC synchronous and not as free run. There are way more options to set in the master to make distributed clock available. You have to select the reference clock and so on. In the Genesis mainframe, just go again to settings, remember the sheet, and go to mainframe. In this section we have the sync source, which now is RTC. RTC is an internal real-time clock. If you click on the drop-down, you have several options: the RTC, PTP, IRIC, GPS, or EtherCAT distributed clock. So select this, and with selecting this, the status information for the sync source, changes to EtherCAT distributed clock. And as I do not have connected anything, it tells me that there is no signal available. That has consequences. If you are now going to start a recording, the recording will not start immediately. There will be an indicator that tells you that you are out of sync, and do you want to continue or do you want to abort? In case you want to continue, your system is not synchronized to everything else in your bus, but you can record your data. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I want to say. And if you have further questions or if you want to know something more in deep, please feel free to reach out to HBK. Thank you very much for your attention.